Hey, Alex here. So, Campus Heroes are coming out tomorrow, or if you're seeing this and they're already out, they're already out. We got Ricky Williams, we have some masters, but basically, I'm gonna go through and rank the best, free ones you can get from a solo. From you can get them from house rules, objectives, that kind of stuff. We're gonna go through from the bottom to the top, and we're going to give our thoughts on each one. So lock on in. It's going to be a video and a half. Okay, Ricky Williams, obviously not going to be on the list since just he's incredible. Best back in the game. Dolphins theme teamers, Ravens, he's got goal lines back. They're having a good time. We also have other guys up here like Crabtree and Johnson. They're not going to be ranked, but they are in the program. They're just, 3 higher overall. And Ricky Williams is limited, by the way. So they're not going to be ranked with the free ones because you can't really get them free, okay? You can get them cheaper and stuff. I think if they allow you to put them in sets, but you probably won't be able to get stuff from objectives or anything and then put it in a set. You might be able to, but we'll see tomorrow. Anyways, let's go from the bottom to the top. Obviously, we got a free Tim Tebow, which is why there's more than like 32 of them. Jim Taylor here at 34 is my least favorite of the whole bunch. Why is Jim Taylor so bad? In my mind, it's because he's a fullback, okay? So he's not on the field a whole lot, and as a fullback, he doesn't really have a lot of lead lead block. So I don't love the lack of speed either. So you can't really run the ball with him super effectively. He's not like overly big either to be like a plow forward, like if you had like a Vita Vea type there. So overall, like there's nothing really you can do with Jim Taylor at fullback that you can't get anywhere, like, just way up better. Let's go next up to 33. Matakevich. Let's go ahead and expand that. Why don't we like Matakevich here? Matakevich plays right outside linebacker as a drop right outside linebacker, and he's not very fast. I mean, do you think anything more? Right? There's no reason to run somebody slow on your field right now when this game revolves around speed and abilities. And, you do want somebody getting off blocks, right? Either to pass rush or just against the run. And he doesn't really have it, right? He doesn't really have it. 4-3 is not that effective. You might as well just run like a nickel defense. Manuel Ogba here at 32 for me. So Ogba, why do we hate you? Left end, 82 speed. I actually don't hate him. I just think there's so much better players. Like I think like all of these players in this promo are going to be good, right? They're near the top end of the overall scale. 84 block shed. The problem is low finesse move. Decent power move. 82 speed isn't anything really crazy either for Ogba. So overall, I think he's just fine. But like, I kind of want more than fine. I think on the Dolphins theme team, now you got Ricky, is going to be a little bit happier. Number 31 will be Zavin Collins right here. So the C word, as we affectionately referred to him. He, again, middle linebacker. Okay speed right now for a middle linebacker. Like, that's okay. 86 hit power. He's 260. I actually didn't realize he's 260. I actually might think differently now that I know he's 260. 260. Whoa. 6'4", 260? Okay. Because that means your hit power plays up. Like, he's somebody that can actually stop Derrick Henry, Jerome Bettis in their tracks due to being that weight. The issue is you're going to want Lurker on him, and I'm not sure because of him not getting Lurker in his ability slot that he'll get it. So a linebacker without Lurker as like a guy out there in coverage is just, it's a disaster. All right, and then the next two is what I like to call my short DB area. Mike Hilton and Lamarcus Joyner, both of them 5'9" and under, and it doesn't matter the rest of their stats. It literally doesn't matter. You cannot be using guys that will get spec caught over badly, okay? Like badly in this game because as we know, face catching, egg catching, it's an absolute thing. But they still have decent zone if you do want to run them. They're not good, but they're not disasters that you're gonna hate. But I don't know, maybe we'll hate them. I don't know. It's hard to explain somebody that's like very mid, but very, very specific reasons because their stats are okay. Robert Quinn right here. The Q for Quinn. He is slow, right? 78 speed. But he's got 85 block shot and 89 power move. So I don't hate the ability for him to get off blocks because I don't think there's a single tackle in the game that has 89 pass block power, okay? So he's going to be better than everybody. Unpredictable. Last year it was all right. This year I tried it and I didn't really see anything. So I think his ability is also trash, which really keeps him low on the list. You're going to see somebody much higher on this list with like the best ability. So overall, maybe Robert Quinn's even overrated here if you compare him to Ogba, but I didn't mind the 89 on that guy right there with Quinn. This is Merlin Olsen, another defensive lineman right here. The issue with this guy is he's 270. So when I have a defensive tackle, I kind of want somebody thick, right? 350 pounds or 315. Somebody, I do feel like the weight does help this year more than we have seen in the past. Like last year we saw it for almost the first time ever. Weight really means something in the get engaged formula. Even though I say that's part of it, I feel like it matters more. High block shed though, good finesse move I'd say, an okay power move. Nothing really stands out about the card except for, a defensive tackle with 81 speed is pretty rare. So that's really it. Really just like a pass blocking guy with good speed, but I don't know if it's good enough to play. Like, and then we go like, take a look from Merlin to Haloti, even thicker there, right? And I need him thick, right? I love him thick. The problem with Haloti is he's so slow. 72 speed, good strength, right? More of a run stopper. 86 block shed isn't, insane. It's good, don't get me wrong. Power move, finesse move, also good, but not like 89, 90 overall right there. 25. I'm going to use Junior Seau right here, and Junior Seau's a weird thing because he's had some amazing cards in the past. He doesn't get Lurker, but I just kind of put him here because I really like Junior Seau cards. 84 speed isn't anything great. Zone coverage is bad. He does have 89 hit power at 250. So if you do need somebody to stop the run, this is that dude. Gonna get through and gonna use Enforcer if you're gonna activate Enforcer, but Enforcer doesn't feel very glitchy to me this year, which is why I have Junior Seau number 25 on the list. Carl Banks. Again, these are all guys that like probably won't be seeing my field at all. They're just like, so a lot of these you can argue up and down a couple notches either way, but it doesn't matter because they really shouldn't be seeing your field unless they're on your theme team, right? Like Mike Hilton's on my theme team, not seeing my field. I think Matakevich, is he the one that got Steeler Chem too? Also terrible, not seeing my field. So even though they are the Steelers theme team, they're not seeing the field, okay? Carl Banks, very similar right here to Seau, with he's tall, really good power move. Not similar to Seau, sorry. He's an edge. 83 speed with 89 power move. I love it. Unpredictable again. 24th. Okay. Darquise Dennard, let's in big in that right here. So Dennard is going to go ahead and be right here, 5'11", 85. I don't like how they have speed, so like there's like speed there on these reveal pages. But a slot corner, 5'11", so not like super big. It's not like 5'9" or under. It's not super short, but he just feels kind of mid to me. You really want to have this on your 49ers theme team. Because 85 speed right now is kind of lacking, especially, dude, if you play man coverage this guy, you're going to get burned, okay? Don't do it. Even though he's got decent man coverage, it's you need like 87 speed right now plus to play man coverage, I feel, effectively. Next up on the list is recently dealt Chenault. So what is Chenault looking like? Okay, like, right? 85 speed, it's okay. 6'1", 227, 88 jump. I mean, he's got fine across the board. It's just a fine card. And I think fine cards at spots that we like, receiver is a fine spot. All right, here we finally hit the wall of linemen. There are going to be 5 linemen here, okay? You're like, wait, I thought they gave us 6. They gave us 6, but there's 5 linemen in the lineman wall. So you guys know in these ranking videos, my lineman wall basically is, it's awesome to get a free lineman, right? It's amazing because it's just like the best spot because like they're always going to bringing out more quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, DBs, that kind of stuff. There'll be plenty of those coming out always. We don't get as many linemen. So getting a free lineman that's going to stay in your lineup for a long time, especially like it's binder lock, it doesn't really cook yourself a lot, those are great positions to get. But then again, they're also not sexy, okay? So they're not really like fun to get of new cards, but they are going to be the backbone of your team for a long time. So this is what I call the lineman wall. Everything below it is basically pass. Everything but above it are like cards that I think are pretty comparable to some of the top end cards in the game that you might want to take a look at and grab. Obviously, they're not going to beat some of the legends that we got last week in their 89 overall or some of those 90 overalls, but they're going to be very good for a lot of teams, specifically also, theme teams, which a lot of this is built around. But the issue with these linemen and why they're right here is they all have a flaw, right? they all have like pass block finesse is bad or pass block power is bad. Most of them are pass block finesse, like they just whiff on it. So they all have a flaw, and that's why they're right here. There's one more lineman higher up that doesn't really have that same flaw the other ones have, and that's why they're there. All right, number 16 on my list will end up being Mark Ingram 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, so Ingram with an I, which is this page. I think he's cool because of the trucking. I don't love the lack of weight on him, but I do think like running backs this year do break a lot of tackles, specifically if you are able to line up a truck. Break tackles a little bit low, but I think Ingram is coolish. Now, what's crazy is like this Ingram card is going to be trash because Ricky Williams is also on the Saints, also on the Ravens, so he's not even the best. He came out today, not even the best one for the theme team. But the reason also that he's this high is that he is built-in short-in elite, which I think is the best chem for running back in the passing game. If you run the ball, obviously you're not going to throw the ball a lot to him, but like it's really good because in a man coverage meta, because you'll catch the ball, hand to it, you'll also get separation. It's better than backfield mismatch in my opinion. So Mark Ingram, based off his stats, maybe could have been a little bit lower, but I gave him the spot on this list this high at number 16 due to short and elite being built on him. I think it's 2 AP if I recall correctly. Nelson Agler, I never would have thought I'd have him this high on the list, right? Agler is nice 86 speed, and then that's about it, right? He's 86 speed, so he is dealing at some of the top speed. He's only -1 speed from Tyreek, taller. I think he's a fine card. Nothing to write home about the ability either. Number 14 will be Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson, based off stats, is awesome. The problem with Keith Jackson is that he's only 6'2", and so much of this game right now is just throw it up to tall tight ends and watch them come down with it. Tony G, as we know, the worst thing ever. Donald Parham, 85 speed, like I said, really good attributes for a tight end. The problem is only being 6'2" when we got targets out there that are 6'8". There's no reason to get Keith Jackson, keep Keith Jackson over Donald Parham if you only have a tight end, even on a theme team. It's just silly how good that Parham is. Hopefully you watch that video. Shaq Barrett here at 13. Shaq Barrett, 50 cal. This card, 84 speed off the edge is plenty fine. And then you also have 85 block shed, 88 finesse move. I like him. I really do. 87 acceleration, looking solid there too. So overall, decent against the run. But will he be able to get those funky, fresh finesse? Under pressure, I think, is a good chemistry for a lineman to have on the defense because, dude, pressure and accurates destroy offenses. Nyheim Hines there at 12, another running back here. Hines is 86 speed, and that's why he's higher than, say, Mark Ingram. He does get backfield it's a mismatch, I think that is, not master, so it's not that incredible of a ability. You probably won't want to activate it, in my opinion. Break tackle's a little bit low, and that's a problem, and he doesn't have any trucking, so he's more of like an agile back, and, you know, I think that's fine. You do want speed out there. For some reason, running backs always seem to be faster than my defense. I don't care if my team's faster than yours. My defense seems a little slower. I don't know if it's pursuit or what, but Derek Mason, I'll be interested to see Derek Mason's like run blocking stuff. If I recall correctly, he was a pretty decent run blocker. But again, 86 speed, 5'10" isn't big, but overall a solid target there. You know, maybe won't like him due to lack of height, but Derek Mason, I put at number 11. It will really be seen like how his other stats do play up. Talk about like, you know, receivers on the shorter side, Brandon Cooks. I'm really kind of like, it's kind of weird, like Brandon Cooks, who's known as somebody who's really fast, is getting like 87 speed, which is good, but not like I feel like Brandon Cooks. The cards that we've gotten in the past, the Brandon Cooks that we've seen in the past, like the speedy guy that we've really like, you know, come to expect. I believe this is mid-in, which is a good chemistry. 87 speed, which is really nice, specifically theme teams. He gets a lot of theme teams too. So that's cool for a lot of people getting spoiled with the Brandon Cooks card. So you can get up to 89 speed on your 50-50 if you decide to go with 50-50. Brandon Cooks, nice card. Number 9 is going to be, this is going to be the quarterback section. Now, both these quarterback, 87 Tim Tebow and Mariota, are both here. So Mariota comes out, and this is the fastest quarterback in the game right now when he launches. A scrambler that's fast. that has been Madden money for years. This year, it's not as big of a scrambling year. The bums are having a hard time this year. He's also got incredible throw power and accuracy. So Mariota comes out. We'll see what else. And I don't think he gets great abilities, but I'm running Aaron Rodgers no abilities. It really depends on what throw motion and what he has. Is he paranoid? That kind of stuff for Mariota. And then going back. Tim Tebow. Same thing. Once you sticker him up, so free Tim Tebow, fastest quarterback in the game once he's stickered up. Really good throw power, and his accuracies are good enough. It also, he had one of the worst releases last year, and we'll see if he gets screwed again in releases. If he has a bad release, then yeah, I don't know how usable he is. Here is the non-lineman lineman, Gary Zimmerman. The Broncos theme team got a really nice one right here. He doesn't have those holes because run block finesse and run block power, to my testing in previous years. Now, this could have changed this year. FYI, big disclaimer. They could have changed it this year. Those things don't play into the effect. See, you know how defensive linemen have block shed? Offensive linemen have run block. And run block goes against block shed. Okay, that's the formula for shedding. All right? And then defensive linemen have power moves. Offensive linemen have pass block power. Defensive linemen have finesse move. Offensive linemen have pass block finesse. Those things also go against each other. But there's no block shed finesse, block shed power. Okay? So, and then when I ran the simulations in practice mode where I made these numbers 0, they literally didn't show anything different. Now, that was previous years. I don't know what it's like this year. So, Zimmerman, I love him. Great left tackle. Incredible card to have for free. Going to lock down that spot for you for quite some time. Absolutely W card if you get this one as your free one. Okay? Next up, a Raider, of course. Always. Raiders getting a top 10 card. More over here. We got 6'2", 86 speed, 87 zone. So he gets up to 90 with the zone strat item. If you do that purple zone strat item, man coverage is 85 is incredible for a safety. 86 hit power. This card's putting it at 6 feels disrespectful. He might just be number 3, number 2. It's wild. He gets pick artist, which is one of the better chems to intercept the ball because there's a lot of just chuck it up and see how things play out. We then have number 5, Demarco Murray. I actually really like this Demarco Murray card. He kind of got overshadowed by the other one, but 87 speed on a halfback, fastest halfback in the game. Sans Ricky Williams, who we're also getting tomorrow. 89 change of direction. That's so good. And then 83 truck and 86 break tackle. This card is a beast, but they did overshadow him with Ricky Williams, so you won't see him as much. Maybe on the Cowboys. What are they? Philadelphia, Tennessee. No, is it Tennessee? Theme teams. Wow, this is a really good card. 220, so not baddest, but still. Wow. All right, next up, number 4, Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones is there. 87 speed corner with 89 zone and 86 man. So you barely need to zone him up to get the 90. This Sidney Jones is tough. Only 6 foot, obviously, but that's the one downside. But being this fast, Seahawks get another incredible corner. He also has mid route knockout, so he could get 90 zone, and if you put mid route, his man coverage could be actually pretty good because they could just knock the ball out of any route you get burned on. Number 3, Grant Delpit. A Brown getting a lot of love here. Again, a big-bodied safety. 6'3". You absolutely want height to try and swat the ball out of those other 6'8" guys. We just have no counters to him right now. High-end zone. I love that. So you want to strat card that up to 90 or as high as you can. Man coverage is actually good. Yeah, acceleration, speed. Jeez. And then Acrobat. You don't want to activate Acrobat for 5 AP, I'll tell you that. Number 2, you're like, wow, those are incredible cards. Chase Young? Chase Young is number 2 on your list, Fox? His stats, 84 speed. We've seen that. 88 finesse. Power move's only 79. Block shed 86, which is I think the highest we've seen in this promo. Why Chase Young? Do you see it? Do ya? Do ya? He's got edge threat. Oh, what'd I do? He's got edge threat. Okay? Edge threat is back to the edge threat of old. Edge threat is so good. Bruce Smith makes so many plays for me with edge threat. It's sickening. 3 AP for edge threat. Sure, he's not the fastest guy out there, but that's pretty good for an edge. Block shed's pretty good. Finesse move, whatever. You got edge threat, bruh. Gotta get yourself a Chase Young. Your opponents will hate you. You get insta sheds this year. This Chase Young card, it might start to be everywhere that I might have to go to secure protectors. I might actually put secure protectors in my tackles now. Because I was facing some, like, whenever against a God Squad, I faced Bruce Smith and stuff, but, or like LTs. But, like, you can double team one of them. But 2 people with edge threat, you can't double team 2 people. I think this is insane. I think that's going to change the meta. The meta on abilities. But, of course, even though Chase Young is crazy, he will never match up to Taiwan. Always number 1. Okay? So there is the list. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be live all day tomorrow over on Twitch. That's always a good resources for asking me questions. We'll try for loopholes. We'll try for the cards. We'll see them out on the field, on Weekend League, on Seasons, everything. And we'll go ahead and test them live then. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I will see you tomorrow.